Good afternoon to you and you're welcome to the program. Well, good afternoon, Ghana, and this afternoon is the last day of the week. We'll be bringing you all the stories gathered or put together by the news team, and also those ones we have to do further investigation and further interviews about them. We'll definitely do them on the platform this afternoon. We'll be ranging from education to Galamsey, and in education we're told that over 1,000 students have not been placed. You know, the school placement system always creates challenges. Why these students have not been placed, we'll get into the matter and give you the story. Also, the Ghana Tourism Authority is talking about December in Ghana. How is it December in Ghana going to go? We'll have an interview on that, and we'll tell you more on it. And then also, the fight against Galamsey riches journalists, apart from those who go on their own, to conduct investigation on the grounds where illegal mining activities are happening. We also have situations where EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, has gone out with journalists. Some of them happen to have been injured. How are we going to be continuing with the fight against Galamsey? We'll tell you more when we get into the issues. But let's also give you the stories put together by us, by the news desk. And Nana Kwetia is standing by to bring us the details of that. Nana, you're welcome. Good afternoon.
Let's look at the headlines for this afternoon.
Okay, well, we're having a bit of some sound challenge. Let's just take a quick breather. I'll be back shortly.
VRGT.
Ante saba, ewo mo bodi ni ma, nke kwana mo ba.
Oh, ko se, ena me di asɛm o. Kane ne paa no, na saa na me so ya na wo de me. Edure na adi me nkwa no, Kingdom Garlic Bitters.
No, mo benefit him.
Me benefit wan. Wo so ko to de.
Abrewa, esma ma abrente. Me shuve. Wonante kakra na wabre. Nom Kingdom Garlic Bitters ene ne capsules. Ne nya hoden abre bia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters in the capsules.
Asembia anyi ho.
Edeben we hu ama wani agise.
Senior na my wife complain one person. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules nti. Se sia mpaso aye de.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Emani tie ni asumdie befi abrebia. Oba bia o de pua haw no. Edro ba kupa wo hia ne Tremendous Capsules. Tremendous Capsules esiesie wo ma wo ye oba asima. Enro yi wo benya bi wo ba bia ye ton nro bia. Kingdom Herbal, no challenger.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm
The second coming.
into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trot from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey you later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go feel the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senior God the boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, Simple Daleshi. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah, man. Easy cry. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
How much birthday?
Oh, how romantic!
And he followed the prompt, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family payment? Before December, may release a motivational album. Fatapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
West Africa's soil yields global treasures. Cocoa, cashew, shea, and cotton. They power industries across the world. Yet for our region, the greatest value still slips away, exported raw, taking with it jobs, industries, and the promise of shared prosperity. The real question is no longer what we produce, but who captures the final reward. True prosperity lies in the value we add right here at home. That's why the 4th edition of the EBIT President's Roundtable will gather the architects of Africa's prosperity and Africa's transformation to answer one defining question. How do we finance the journey from the farm to the port? Join Dr. George Ejikum Donko and some leading experts as EBIT leads a high-level dialogue to unlock financing, empower local industries, and turn West Africa's raw potential into industrial power. Be part of the conversation redefining our economic future, live on Metro TV, DSTV Channel 277, and EBIT platforms on November 24, 2025 at 11 a.m. EBIT President's Roundtable 2025. From the farm to the port, financing the value chains of West Africa's cash crops. My name is Anita Erskine, and it will be an honor to host you.
Welcome back. Let's go straight to the headlines. A team of journalists accompanying officials from the Environmental Protection Authority on an anti-illegal mining operation in the Ashanti region have been involved in a road accident after the team came under attack from a group of irate miners at Dadrena. Deputy National Coordinator of the Free SHS program says the current administration cannot be blamed for the non-placement of over 2,000 students from 2021 to 2024. General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union calls on authorities to enforce stricter regulations to guarantee that food is processed under hygienic conditions. There's many more coming up. Stay tuned with us. Welcome back, and these are the details. President John Dramani Mahama says Ghana must learn not from the failure of the Power Distribution Services Initiative, rather than abandon the idea of private sector participation in power distribution. Speaking at the sword cutting ceremony for the multi-purpose solar energy project at the Dawa Industrial Park in Agoto on Thursday, November 6th, President John Dramani Mahama explained that while PDS was a good concept, it collapsed due to poor management and vested interest.
Also comment on what is possible if the public and private sector work together. I know that there was an attempt to involve private sector in power utility and at the distribution level. And we all remember the example with PDS. PDS was not a bad thing. It is just that it was handled wrongly, and many people had personal interest in PDS, and that's why it failed. But there's something to be said for injecting private sector efficiency into public utilities. And I gave an example before. Enclave Power buys bulk electricity from the power utilities and distributes it within the free zones enclave. and has a 99% collection rate of bills. And the lights are always on in the industrial enclave. And so the industries there have a high ratio of power, and they don't see blackouts the way other places do. And so there's something to be said for private sector participation in utilities, not only for electricity, but even for water. We're going to experiment a pilot where we have small town water systems that are broken down, that are publicly administered. And we're going to involve private sector companies to repair those small town water systems, distribute the water, and be responsible for the bill collection. After all, the PURC is the one that sets the tariffs. And so these companies are not going to be able to set tariffs that are above what our people can afford to pay.
And away from that, the Deputy National Coordinator of the Free SHS program, Dr. Belinda Glover, says the current administration cannot be blamed for the non-placement of over 2,000 students due to placement from 2021 to 2024. According to her, although efforts are ongoing to address the issue, government is giving priority to the 2025 BEC graduates. Her comments follow agitations by some parents whose wards have not been placed in school since 2022.
The agitating parents who refused to be captured on camera are of the view that the government should have cleared the backlog before placing the 2025 graduate. The parents said the situation has left the faith of their ward, some of them obtaining single digits in aggregate, hanging as they vent their anger on the current administration. The parents also claimed the index numbers of the award have been given to the 2025 candidate, wondering if the government has any intention of placing their children. Responding to the issue, the Deputy National Coordinator of the Free Senior High School program, Dr. Belinda Glover, while urging the affected parents to remain calm, intimated that the current administration cannot be blamed.
The problem was created by the previous government. Why were you not posted or sent to school in 2022? They were still in government in 2023. You didn't go and seek for placement. Neither 2024. But in 2025, you are saying, we say we will place you, so take your time. But for you to be overly angry, and we didn't cause it. So they should take their time. We graduated in 2022, and you were sick and you couldn't go to school. Yes, we will place you. But for you to be overly angry as if we refuse to give you a school in 2022 when we were not even there, then you are not being fair to some of us. It means that somebody has created the problem. We are trying to solve, so give us time to address the challenges for you.
She noted that the government is focusing on placing the 2025 batch before addressing the issue of the backlog.
We know it's a bit frustrating for us too, so they have to take their time. We have to go into the system and retrieve all the time. The first, where were you placed? What happened? So we cannot just randomly wish-washy hurry up to give you a place. We need to find out which school. Were you giving placement in the first place, yes or no? Yes. Which school? What happened? Then we cannot reassign a school to you.
On the issue of index numbers, Dr. Belinda Glover explained that candidates from 2021 to 2025 could have the same serial number and still be identified by the system.
Our system, when you graduate in 2022, your index numbers is unique from somebody who graduated in 2023. You may have similar index numbers. What will differentiate you from the 2023 year batch is when I want to queue in, I need to go, when I queue with 0, 0, something, 2, 3, 4, 5, I will end it with 20, I'll end it with 23, meaning that you graduated in 2023. If as at now, we add 25 to show that this person graduated 2025. So that is also, you can never, though the numbers may be similar, but we use the years to differentiate.
She, however, dispelled claims that officials at the directorate extorted money from the affected parent to assist them, insisting that anybody with evidence of such claims should offer proof for appropriate sanctions.
And the General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, Andres Adukwe Tego, has condemned the recent attack on members of NIMOS, describing the incident as unfortunate and unacceptable. He commended the president's directive in supporting of NIMO's work, emphasizing that the initiative remains crucial in the fight against illegal mining.
GAWU, any attempt to thwart the efforts of addressing Galamsey this time, we are against that. This report that is coming, that is alleging a lot of things, if they are true, then it's rather very unfortunate. Because to ask the military to intervene in the Galamsey process, now we are aware of the consequences of Galamsey. The number of people who are dying, the amount of reported cases coming out from the medical fraternity on cases related to heart diseases, lung diseases, babies that are born with deformities, waters that have been destroyed, the cost of these ones, and there is a call to address it using our last resort, that is the military. And anyone interferes with the operation, I think, and the union thinks that it is very unfortunate, because agriculture, like we said earlier on, is virtually on its knees. We have lost a lot of agricultural land to this menace. Our cocoa is also under threat, and we kept on saying this several times, that we need to halt immediately and reverse the canker. The experts have told us if you halt the Galamsey, the turbidity of the water begins to drop just by halting the process. So we can look at the high cost we have incurred in terms of restoring, in terms of reclaiming our land, how we will go about it. So if there are groups interfering with the activities of NIMO, we condemn that. It's very unfortunate, and especially if it comes from the political elite. We are relying totally on our political elite to help all of us to address this issue, whether it is coming from the opposition party or it's coming from other political parties or it's coming from the current government. It is just unfortunate.
Also, the General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, Andrews Adokwe-Tego, has called on authorities to enforce stricter regulations to guarantee that food is processed under hygienic conditions, emphasizing that food must promote good health and not endanger it.
We are also requesting that those who process our food must process it under hygienic conditions, such that we who consume food will know the right place to go where the food is safe. We consume food to be healthy. We don't consume food to be safe. We consume food to replace medicine. And we do not consume food to rather poison ourselves. So it's incumbent on our food safety agencies, the Food and Drugs Authority, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Agriculture itself, and other ministries who are responsible for food safety. Nowadays, food outlets and food joints keeps increasing in our country. You don't know where they sell the food. We just call phone numbers, and the motorbikes provide us with the food. We don't know whether these food joints have been certified. We don't know whether the food they are producing are safe. We don't know whether their kitchens are okay for production of sumptuous meals for us. So we are calling on the authorities to continue with the education on food safety for food vendors. We are also calling on all of them to be trained, that when I'm going to buy wache by the roadside, I'm going to buy food from a food vendor anywhere, I should see something. I should see a sign, a certificate that this is a Food and Drugs Board certified area, where I will be very sure that the food is prepared under hygienic conditions, so I can consume and consume healthily.
And in other stories, Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovations, Samuel Nate George, has emphasized the need for the country to develop local artificial intelligence capabilities to transform Ghana. He added that the ministry has developed the Emerging Technologies Bill, awaiting further consultations from stakeholders. He spoke at the Africa Education Trust Fund Artificial Intelligence Conference here in Accra.
I am pleased to inform you that the ministry has developed an Emerging Technologies Bill. which is currently undergoing stakeholder review. Once this is completed, the necessary consultations, refinement, and cabinet approval, it will be laid before Parliament, hopefully next year. This bill will provide a legal and regulatory foundation for responsible innovation covering AI, blockchain, quantum computing, and other frontier technologies. We view these efforts not only as steps towards digital transformation, but also as part of a broader reparations agenda. And don't forget that His Excellency President Mahama is the African champion on reparations. We believe that this is a commitment to restoring Africa's technological sovereignty and empowering our people through innovation. This is why the AETF conference is extremely important. And this meeting in Accra would lay the foundation and be the bedrock of the work that we do going forward.
The Deputy Controller of the Ghana Immigration Service, Lord Ofori Afrifa, has cautioned Ghanaians on the use of cyberspace to perpetrate various crimes, including smuggling, human trafficking, and money laundering. He said these crimes are often committed virtually across Ghana's borders, highlighting the need for vigilance.
According to the Cybersecurity Authority, 2008 cybercrime cases have been officially recorded between January and June 2025, up from 1,317 cases during the same period in 2024. This represents a 52% surge in digital attacks, ranging from mobile money fraud to online harassment. Deputy Controller of the Ghana Immigration Service, Lord Ofori Afrifa, speaking at a news conference, assured intensified effort to combat cross-border crime that occur on the internet.
The cyberspace now is being used beyond the traditional things of just bullying, etc. But now they move into smuggling, trafficking, money laundering, etc. And these are things that are virtually done across our borders. So today, we are seeing so many people coming in who come in various matters that we cannot detect at our borders. But when we investigate, we get to know that they were brought in through the cyberspace. People send the messages that there are jobs in Ghana. They transported them at times. Some of them were brought across our neighboring states, across the borders, and we found them at certain places in groups. We have to protect the cyberspace apart from the physical borders that we have.
Director General of the Cybersecurity Authority, Divine Selassie Agbeti, speaking to Metro News, said about 150 foreign nationals have been arrested for various cross-border crimes.
We have a total of over 150 and they are all foreign nationals. And of course, there are trafficking issues involved. So in the process, immigration had to step in to help us identify the victims and then from the traffickers, and through that we were able to get the traffickers into prosecution, and then the victims have been taken care of by Ghana Immigration Service.
And looking at politics, Chairman for the New Patriotic Party Presidential Election Committee, Joseph Osei-Wusu, says suspended members of the New Patriotic Party will not be allowed to participate in the upcoming New Patriotic Party presidential primaries slated for January 31st, 2026. He spoke during the news conference by the committee indicating its readiness to organize a successful elections.
The news conference by the Presidential Election Committee of the NPP outlined a series of activities and actions by the committee, which includes voter album validation exercise, promotion of security and engagement with presidential aspirants in a quest to ensure successful primaries. At the party's National Delegate Conference this year, the party granted all its suspended members amnesty of rejoining the party as part of a reorganization process of the party. Engaging the media, Chairman of the Presidential Election Committee of the party, Joseph Osei-Wusu, says the committee will uphold the party's democratic credentials at all times and that no private security will be allowed on the day of elections.
Members who have forfeited their membership under Article 391 shall be excluded from the process. Therefore, they shall not participate in or vote in the presidential election on Saturday, January. We are pleased to inform all party sympathizers stakeholders, aspirants, and the public that the Ghana Police Service has been granted exclusive jurisdiction over the D-Day election security. No private or unauthorized security arrangements will be permitted at any voting center. Access to voting areas will be restricted to delegates, accredited presidential aspirants or the agents, and the electoral officials only.
According to the chairman, presidential aspirants will be made to sign a peace pact ahead of the election.
Outstanding activities. Meeting with the presidential candidates to discuss roadmap, guidelines, and assurance of fairness and transparency. 2. Presentation of provisional voters register or album to candidates. 3. Conference or meeting with presidential candidates, the EC, and the police. 4. Conference or meeting with the presidential candidates, National Council of Elders, former presidents, to sign a memorandum of understanding or a peace pact ahead of the January 31st, 2026 elections. 5. Printing of ballot papers under the EC supervision, and then this committee shall hold bi-weekly meetings with the presidential candidates and accredited. Acknowledgements. The committee expresses profound appreciation to the presidential aspirants.
The Presidential Election Committee has urged presidential aspirant and party faithfuls to avoid public commentary that may warrant doubt on the integrity of the upcoming elections.
And away from that, the Member of Parliament for Ewutu Senya East, Phyllis Na Koyo Okuno, has been responding to public criticism that she may have exaggerated the violence that characterized the 2024 elections in that constituency. The Kaswa lawmaker addressed the media yesterday.
I have remained quiet despite calls by well-meaning Ghanaians, including my constituents, who witnessed these brutal attacks. At no time did I say no attack happened. I stated emphatically to the task force that on the election day during my rounds, I noticed my convoy was being followed by a V8 vehicle, allegedly known to be used by Howard Kumsin and a NADMO pickup, which had a green government number plate. After visiting some polling stations, I decided to go home because I felt my life was in danger. So I am convinced that at the conclusion of this investigation, the truer facts will emerge. On the issue of unwillingness of persons who witnessed these acts to testify, this is entirely out of my control. There are videos to some of these attacks, and these are available for the committee to aid their work. Friends of the media, does the unwillingness to eyewitness and victims to testify mean these documented acts of violence didn't happen? Even if there is records of loss of life and injuries, I would have waited for the investigations to conclude before speaking.
And as we continue with other stories, Chief Executive Officer of the African Agribusiness Consortium, Dr. Mrs. Adelaide Araba-Sian Ejipon, has called for a bold shift from academic research to enterprise-driven solutions that directly address Africa's agricultural challenges. She was speaking at the 8th Annual Ghana Association of Agricultural Economists Conference at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
The 2025 edition of the conference is under the theme, Transforming Agri-Food Systems in Developing Economies Through Sustainable Agribusiness Development. The conference aims to convene leading voices in agribusiness, academia, and policy to explore innovative strategies for advancing Ghana's agricultural sector. The event served as a platform for knowledge exchange, policy dialogue, and collaborative action toward building resilient and inclusive agri-food systems. Speaking as a special guest at the conference, Dr. Mrs. Adelaide Siang Ejapong emphasized the need to bridge the gap between research and commercial application. She explained that the AAC, established under the Jospong Group, was created to lead agribusiness transformation by connecting research output with market-ready innovations, financing models, and capacity development strategies.
The lineage has already been cultivated by our researchers, our universities, and our farmers. What remains is to nurture it with consistency, investment, and coordination so that its harvest may finally be realized. If we can bridge, thank you. Thank you so much. If we can bridge that divide, not only between research and practice, but between knowledge, Africans' agriculture will not remain a vision. It will become our collective reality.
On his part, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, highlighted the strategic role agricultural economists will play in the government's 24-hour economy initiative.
The 24-hour economy policy seeks to boost productivity by enabling continuous business activity in key sectors, including agriculture and food logistics. Distinguished agricultural economists, your role is indispensable in this journey. You provide the analytical backbone for sound policies and investment decisions.
The conference brought together researchers, policymakers, and agribusiness leaders to explore pathways for sustainable agricultural development with a focus on data-driven decision-making and inclusive economic growth.
And that's it for the news on Good Afternoon Ghana. Annie takes over from here with Good Afternoon Ghana.
All right, thank you very much, Kwesi Kwetia, for the updates there. Let's now get into details of more of the stories trending in the country. We have the December in Ghana. What exactly is December about? December, normally when you hear it's Christmas, but there's something else that the Ghana Tourism Authority is embarking on. We'll talk to them to find out more how the country is going to change once we enter the month of December. Let's take a breather. We'll come back to Good Afternoon Ghana.
So congratulations to you and everybody that won on the bonus ticket. Okay, yes, we hope that next year you get on the luckiest again and win bigger than you won this time. Okay, so congratulations. Yes, wow, from the luckiest to you as one of the winners on this ticket. So congratulations.
Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. Money we define every day.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Once every year, the business community in Ghana gathers to celebrate outstanding business achievements, award excellence amongst our gallant industrialists and entrepreneurs. This year, under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry presents the 5th Chamber Business Awards under the theme Revitalizing Ghana's Development Agenda through the Strategic Public-Private Collaboration. This is happening at the Accra International Conference Center on Saturday, the 8th of November. The time is 6 p.m. Tickets are selling for 500 Ghana cedis per person and 10,000 Ghana cedis for a corporate table, admitting 10 persons. The dress code is formal or a traditional attire. To book your attendance and corporate table, please contact 0545-804-549 or 0245-152-236. Join us at the 5th edition of the Chamber Business Awards, where excellence meets opportunity.
From finding your dream home to building a legacy for your family, the Homeowner Show has been your trusted guide.
How sure are you what you are getting is the right land? And it has to do with searches, land commission, checking social planning authority, checking everything to make sure that what you are buying is not a problem or a challenge prone transaction.
The stress of even not owning a house and constantly coughing up to rent is a big issue.
Join me, Hannah Atiasi, and my distinguished panelists as we delve into exciting conversations. Season 3 of the Homeowner Show, every Saturday at 6 p.m., only on Metro TV. Don't just own a house, build a legacy for your family.
What was all this drama of coming to my class late today?
I told you I'm pregnant. What are you doing about it?
I said, Abado, why make up so?
Hey, what police are being teaching you? Shall we Phoebe? Shall not say I pass our bravo?
But why are you saying that?
That girl is a charlatan. It's a wolf in a sheep's clothing. A prostitute in disguise.
Abaya come at so. Na bla ubo college mu ha eye.
My friend said if she come and come, sister na me come pie. Don't come and spoil my spiritual mood for me.
But you the other time the running way, Charlie, I take come no you chop am. My food no.
Do you know how hungry I was that day?
For no say if you running there. If I bring am no, if for no.
One more thing, I will embark on a project like 1 boy, 3 girlfriends.
Then, I dare you to date God for reasons.
I will get that.
You go get you.
I will get that.
So we can't sit here more than 1 hour or close to 1 hour. If you only are Sabi, I go fit up.
You know my friend, Alpha. Well, he wants to go on a date with you.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm serious.
No. I'm not interested.
Listen.
I'm just hoping this will continue forever.
This is forever and ever. Come on, Alpha, shut up and let me talk. I pick you from this.
All right, you're welcome back to the program. It's Good Afternoon, Ghana. Let's get into something that Ghana will be, engaged in as far as December's activities are concerned. So I think way back in October, on the 14th, there was a launch of something called December in Ghana. It was actually guest of honor was a chief of staff, Julius Debra, who led the team of the Ghana Tourism Authority to launch the program, December in Ghana. What is this December in Ghana about? And we will discuss it with Mr. Ben Anani Insia. He is Deputy CEO, General Services, Ghana Tourism Authority. He's joined us here in the studio to help us understand what's going on with the Ghana Tourism Authority. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
All right. And so how is GTA doing so far?
Fine, very fine.
When you say very fine, how do you mean?
Oh,
are you seeing your way forward? Are you seeing more activities you can do? Can you rein in more money? What exactly is fine with you?
When you say rein in more money,
Yeah.
we don't measure our success by how much money we get. We're actually supposed to create an environment for the businesses in the value chain to do well. And what we are doing in December is a clear example how we try to empower the whole sector to do much better.
So we know that almost every regime with Ghana Tourism Authority, you keep creating programs, you come up with different names, different identities. I don't know if it's the same program. I'm not sure what exactly is happening with Ghana Tourism Authority. I can understand how leadership changes according to governance systems and all, but why do we keep bringing new programs? Why are we not able to sustain programs?
December Engage is not new. It's not new. It's a brand name. Since the COVID time, 5 years now.
December in Ghana is 5 years old.
It's a brand that we've given to that period.
Okay.
I mean, really, when we say December, we mean November 15 to about January 15. And it's a deliberate, curated activity to give the destination a buzz, to make all the different pieces in the value chain gain maximum benefit from tourist inflows. So you create an environment where people would want to come here, you support it with the necessary marketing, you partner with the other people who would create the different experiences, music, entertainment, arts, and so on. So it's not new. But
I'm not being specific on December in Ghana. I'm actually talking about Ghana Tourism Authority and the programs it keeps changing.
No, they don't change. For example, everybody knows the Year of Return. But Year of Return did not happen in a vacuum. It's built on the foundation of PANAFEST. It's built on earlier things governments had done. So it's not a direct deviation or change. What you do when you come...
The name change?
No, not really. It's not a name change. Because
what I'm talking about is consistency of identity of a program.
December has been consistent from
5 years now, you say.
Yes.
How about the other programs?
Like which ones?
You've mentioned Year of Return, and you even mentioned PANAFEST.
No, but PANAFEST has not been. It still exists. We still celebrate it.
Yes. PANAFEST.
Yes, we still do.
So, what's the difference between PANAFEST and Year of Return?
The Year of Return was specific one particular year because it marked 400 years since the first enslaved people landed in Virginia. So this was a year's focus. But the idea that Ghana is a home, a center for Pan-African activism and all of that, it still exists. PANAFEST has been there since '92, and we just celebrated it, and it continued being there. So things don't necessarily change because there's a new leadership, not necessarily. Of course, every government will have a certain cutting edge, a certain focus, and then you drive that alongside what you think you can consolidate.
Well, let's talk about the December in Ghana. You say it's 5 years old.
Yeah, it started with the COVID time, yeah.
During the COVID time, why did we introduce that program during the COVID time?
Okay, let me put it this way. Traditionally, the peak season for international arrivals, inflows, have been the summer period, July, and so on and so on. And then we noticed that around the end of the year, occupancies in most of the hotels were very low, practically empty and all of that. Then that also coincided with, we saw a trend of second generation Ghanaians, people who are of Ghanaian origin or descent who live abroad, coming for their traditional Christmas.
Yeah.
And then they come, and remember, those people have a choice between multiple destinations.
Yeah.
So a combination of factors made us realize that we have to deliberately make Ghana an exciting place to go to at this period. You know, and that is how we came up with this strategy of partnering with event organizers and so on, so that there's there are multiple activities people can do, multiple entertainment activities, multiple cultural activities, you know, and then we in partnership with, say, the Ghana Immigration Authority and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we ease the visa regime. So it's a whole destination-wide collaboration to make this place exciting. And the returns have been good. Occupancies shoot through the roof, and the country recognition that as a place to go to is growing. So it's something we would continue to do. Yeah.
So for 5 years, you say what's it called? The feedback has been good. Benefits have been good. What are some of them, apart from occupancy and...
But the occupancy translates into revenues for the businesses.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It gives in our performing artists and our creative economy
a boost.
Players, you know, a certain global recognition. Imagine you are on the same stage with, say, Rihanna. I'm just using Rihanna as an example. Then, you know, our people then are recognized by other parties as equally good stars. And the patronage of December Engage activities, especially from mid-December, it's not only Ghanaians. The people who are flying from South Africa, from Cote d'Ivoire, from Nigeria, for some of the big ticket items that we have. You know, there are schools and communities that have benefited from social responsibility activities of certain groups of people who come. So I think
we have a program. This program is it Ghana Fashion Week?
Yeah.
Is it under your auspices?
No, not exactly.
Not exactly.
No,
you don't intend to collaborate?
Oh, we do.
We do. How do you do it?
For this year, see what happens.
I mean, this year I saw a glimpse of how Nigeria's own happened, and you know, we and our competition, honestly, is engraved on our minds. When I saw it, I was so jealous. I said,
the Fashion Week, you mean?
Yeah, in Nigeria. And they had, you know, very big American celebrities, music celebrities actually come to partake because they wanted to wear their colorful, you know, designs that they were outdooring. I thought that was wow.
Yes,
that was a big hit.
You know, there are, say, different pillars in this whole arrangement.
I mean, I can understand.
The fashion is one. The food, the part, you know, of course, the entertainment is one. Even the literary things, you know, so we can get there. I mean, Nigerians always wanted to do things in a big way.
Yeah.
But if you look at the exit surveys we do, you know, because we try to find out people's impressions about Ghana, generally they'll tell you that experiences in hotels, tourist site, about 30-34% will say excellent. About 50-56% will say good. Maybe 6 to 8% will say average.
You conduct reviews on
we
that?
do. We have a whole...
You heard the president's reports on it.
But when it
comments
comes...
on it the other time.
Yes, I know.
At the presidency.
But when it comes to security, 60% of the people who come here say security in Ghana is excellent.
I mean...
And I don't think they can say the same for Lagos.
Well,
so, you know, I mean...
Well, we have something to beat them to it. But when it comes to customer service, just this weekend I experienced a very bad hotel services.
Why did you... Well, you don't want to mention the name.
Of course,
here.
Definitely.
No, we know that...
It is terrible.
You see, you need to have a certain critical mass of people trained to a certain level for it to impact generally across the system so that things are consistent. You see what I'm saying? We are not there yet, but we're working on it. But the people are friendly. They may not be professional. You see what I'm saying? And that counts for something. If you are dealing with people who are coming from areas where even a police stop can tend to anything and so on and so on, the natural, warm hospitality of Ghana is something that we can really leverage on. That is not to say that we shouldn't work at putting our service levels much higher.
So what exactly are we doing about that? Because to have gotten His Excellency speak about it, it meant that it has gotten onto levels that was quite embarrassing.
No, I don't think you're interpreting the statement the right way. It means the president has a certain vision of the quality of the service in the destination that he wants us to deliver, and we may not be there yet.
No, the statement of the president was that when you ask the people how the services was, they will say, well, the food and everything is good, but the services is bad. It means he has heard, it's been directly reported to him that, I mean, this is what we've experienced, this is what we've experienced. We have to admit that. We have to admit that. You know that when it comes to services, you can boast about security, yes, but when it comes to services, it's bad.
Well, let's leave it at that.
No, we don't want to leave it at that. We want to, you see, December in Ghana is going to bring
I agree that as a destination, we have to work as a service delivery at all levels. No, it could even include pavements must be available for people to walk on, street lights must be available so that you can drive safely, and so on and so on. People should not honk unnecessarily. All of those things contribute to people's evaluation of the quality of service, the speed and time and all of that, the consistency. But it is not the case that across the board, service is bad in Ghana. Service can be improved, I agree, because the feedback from people is not a total condemnation. Then why do they keep coming back if it's so bad? That is not to say that we shouldn't work, because the competition always goes up. If somebody has been to Dubai and has been to Singapore and the Maldives, he doesn't expect anything less in Ghana. But we definitely have to keep going and making sure we stay on top.
The matter is that our customer service generally is bad. From hotels to shops to any service provision activities.
Okay.
I mean, you are in charge of Ghana Tourism Authority. You know what I'm talking about.
I agree.
I can understand you want to protect your people.
I'm not protecting anybody. I'm just wanting to put it in proper context. You know, it's not the case that service levels in Ghana are atrocious and bad and horrible. It's the case that we can do better. There's always room for improvement. Suppose, say, what you would experience in, say, let me not mention individual names, in certain places, might not be the same in other places, you know. But certainly, we've taken on the charge and roll out a strategy to get more and more people up to speed.
So after the president made a statement, has the Ghana Tourism Authority taken it up? What are some of the measures? You have said that it means he has a vision. Have you tapped into his vision?
Absolutely.
Do you have an idea?
Yes, he really wants. That's why there's this. I don't know if you understand what the Black Star experience is and what it's supposed to do. This, putting the creative arts, tourism, as levers of pillars or platforms to leverage economic growth and to try and push all of those pieces together. And he expects the tourism sector to contribute much more to the GDP and provide opportunities for employment and all of that. So, and when we are championing a 24-hour economy, you're beginning to realize that our sector becomes very important because we have to keep the system open and available all through the 24 hours.
So do we have some measures put in place?
Yes, there are.
Milestones to achieve?
Definitely. There are targets, training targets that are set and all of that. Yes, definitely. Improving facilities and all of that, certainly, yeah.
All right. So let's talk about December in Ghana.
Right.
Yeah. What is this about?
It's let's call it the brand name for the December destination bus that we want Ghana to be.
Yeah.
So that we, both for residents and international visitors, want Ghana to be an exciting place where you have a combination of great experiences, over the December period. That's what it is. And what we have done was to invite event organizers to submit what they want to do, and when we listen and we vet and we feel what they want to do aligns with our objectives, then we endorse the event. So it's those endorsed events that end up on the calendar, and it's those endorsed events that can get some marketing support from us or push from us and all of that. And for example, if we were doing a big event, say in a stadium, would then have to be responsible for, say, public safety, make sure the police is there, make sure fire service, stuff like that.
So the way it's organized, we have pockets of organizers coming to you to present their programs to you, and then you would, coordinate all of that.
We don't coordinate
What do you
it.
do?
What we do is that we decide which ones we can endorse and which ones we cannot endorse. But of course, if you've endorsed it, then a person is entitled to some measure of support if needed. So the ones that require us to do the heavy lifting, we're able to put in a word, coordinate with other agencies that are required, and all of that. But we are not the direct organizers of any event. There are some of the events that may be organized by, say, public institutions, a few, like for example, the Black Star Secretariat, they have a few things they are doing. But most of it is private sector led. And it's not only in Accra. I mean, there's the Western region one, the West Side Carnival, it's a big thing. In fact, there's 125 events we have endorsed, spread across the 13 regions of Ghana. And because it's so packed and concentrated. I mean, I know people who come and for 3 days they haven't slept. They move from here to here. And sometimes they think Ghana, we live like that all year through.
That masquerade something in that Western region?
Yeah, Western region,
It was fantastic.
Yeah, have you been on it?
I have not been on it.
Do you want to go on it?
I think
I can get you a costume.
I'm not good with crowd, but I can try.
It has its own.
I think it's
brilliant.
It was someone that posted when I saw it. I was so excited. The person's caption also, blew me away. He said, "This is not any country or any whatever you find in other countries. This right here is Ghana."
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's.
And
a
you see,
great
you
concept.
find very big people actively involved. The
Wow.
mayor, the regional minister.
Why?
No,
Why?
it's part of the
What's
identity.
this masquerading all about? Like, what
You
are they
should
masquerading
understand the history of Takrady.
before you get up. Okay.
This was the port before Tema came to
I
spoil
get it.
everything.
Yes.
Everybody's uncle passed through Takrady to get on a steamer to go abroad. They were having Liberian seamen, so they had a certain vibe.
Yeah.
Even the Fanti in Takrady, it's a certain, a certain suave. It's a little different, you know. And they call it fancy dress.
Yeah.
You bring people who speak, say, masqueraders in Accra, but fancy dress. If you go to Kumasi, they call it tete. And they stand on the stills, and it's a whole brass band. It's a whole community stuff, and it's exciting.
So, and they do it in groups.
In groups,
So
and there are dancing
groups and their
competitions,
uniforms.
They
compete with the style or the designs.
all of that together. And look, if you look beyond just, if you look at the economic activity that supports that,
that's exactly
the people
what
who
I
are
was
sewing and the people who are, it brings the community together. It makes the end of year a very interesting, exciting, relaxing one. So that's something that happens there. You can see that now. For example, in the whole recently. There was a Bobobo festival of sorts. So all of those things are stimulating everybody trying to package something that the rest of us, even those of us resident here, can come and visit. So I think it's a move in the right direction.
But it actually, when it comes to the festivals, I'm sure you are doing something quite unique because all the festivals and the celebrations are coming out quite loud now, and it's big. Everybody almost wants to be. In fact, during the Bobobo one, almost everyone I spoke with.
Is that your region?
No.
Okay.
I actually look at it. Yes, that's my region.
Okay.
Anything you ask me, yes, that's my region.
Okay.
I mean, but anyone I spoke with was going to
Absolutely.
Volta region. It made me feel like, I think I have to go to, because everybody is, headed for Volta.
Because of the work I do, I had a privilege of, I know practically every corner of this country. And Ghana has such diversity. I mean, in a few weeks, there's going to be the Kurubi Festival in Kintampo. If you have time, go check it out. If what they do in the Western region, the Apo.
What's the name again?
Kurubi.
Okay.
So all of those things, because people are seeing that they are projecting their region through their festivals, more and more communities are organizing the festivals in a more structured way, making room for visitors, trying to get their prominent citizens to show up, and so on and so on and so on, and highlighting who they are. And so there's always something for somebody who's a little more curious, you know, to experience as you move around.
Can I just pick your mind on, I am a bit worried about the Boko areas. They also have festivals, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes some of these festivals, we see that they bring us together. Are they still a little more into their festival? Can it, you know, create some sense of unity for them? Because I know it has lasted more than 100 years before my grandmothers were born, whatever it is, but I don't know.
It's unfortunate that these security challenges emerge from time to time. Because one, if it's there, I cannot, in all good conscience, advise anybody to go there. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that it kills the event. The scale and size, the sponsorship, all comes down. So people should be a little more circumspect in their actions.
So, for example, December in Ghana,
right?
It's going to be a lot of activities across the country,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Are we able to situate any program there? I'm not sure anyone will just strike at you because you're coming to have a festival or whatever. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
My Boko people, I love them, but are we able to do something that brings a different vibe into the country, or we haven't thought of that?
I haven't. We haven't. No, we haven't abandoned anyone. I mean, if the initiative comes from there and the security advice from there, you know,
I mean,
that it's okay, why not?
A unity march or something like something like a fun march.
Yeah.
Either a Keep Fit march, Green in Ghana march, just anything march.
Right.
To create a positive vibe. Colorful. It takes them away a bit from the toughness. The place is too hard. You know.
I haven't been there in a while.
I can understand. I mean, who has been there in recent times? You understand? So, like, it's something that you can sit with there just to make the women and children there a little.
Anything to reduce tension.
Yeah.
See, one of the advantages of domestic tourism is brings national cohesion.
Yeah.
I remember years ago when I have two, well, they are men now. When they were about 12 years old, I used to live in Kumasi then, and I took them to Molly Park, spent a few days. On the way back, I realized that one of my little boys was quiet. Then he asked me, Daddy, I said, yes. He said, is this part of Ghana? I said, yeah. So the people here, are they happy? I said, why are you asking? She said, it looks like life is hard here. That time the road had not been done, the Fufusu Road. No, you know. I said, well, they're happy. You know, they're happy. It's part of Ghana. You know, you could see that something was happening to his mind. Yeah. He was beginning to appreciate different dimensions of the country, and so the flows, the movement from one place to the other, it's necessary for us to build national pride. I mean, what Channel One has been doing, for example, with the Heritage Caravan. Everybody who goes and comes back feels refreshed.
Yeah, very different.
And, you know, because you see that, look, God has been generous to us, you know, and it's sad that a portion, because of either chieftaincy or somebody, will just, you know, resort to needless violence and make the place, you know, a no-go area. Recently, one of our colleagues' father, who was from there, he said they had to be escorted by the military. The buses that were, I mean, you don't need that. The cost of keeping the military, their ration, their food, all of that could be built in JSS schools. So I think the leaders and all of us must do what we can to eliminate these things, you know.
I'm just, you know, proposing something almost highly impossible.
It can be.
It's just frustrating.
You know.
It's just frustrating. It's like I want to see the end of the war, whatever it is, in my generation, but you can't do much. You can't do much. Anyway, so tell us more about the December. So you're saying that it's going to be activities across. What are the nature of the activities?
Some of them are musical entertainment. There's fashion shows. There is, what do you call it, cooking, culinary activities. There are drama, poetry, some literary stuff, you know, book clubs and so on. It's spread across, you know. And there are some people who will be doing reunions. You know, they have all these American groups, Phi Beta Kappa. Some are doing donations to communities and so on. You know,
and they will all be headlined with December in Ghana.
Yes, it's within the
even though there are different programs.
Oh yeah, different.
They will all
programs.
have the headline December in Ghana.
Yes,
they are forced to do that.
The ones we've endorsed, yes,
of course.
yes.
Because sometimes, you know, especially when they are private programs, they don't want it to associate.
No.
Meanwhile, they want you to partner.
People who have deliberately asked for endorsement, who have been screened. A team has looked at their proposal, interviewed them to be sure that they can deliver what they can deliver. Because if I put it in a book in my calendar that you're going to have a concert and then you don't deliver, then I become the liar. And because I speak as a public official, it tarnishes their reputation, you know, of the state. So we do due diligence. We check. We make sure you have the funding and all of that, so that when we lay out the program, we can guarantee that people from this period to January 15 would have these activities if they so.
Are we sure to have a good plowback after funding?
A good what?
Plowback.
I suppose so.
Suppose?
Yes. You know, the people who are doing that, private businessmen, most of them are. And, you know, private people don't, they have a way of not wasting
resources. Yeah, but if we partner with you and we give you a bit of funding support, is that for free?
No, we would not normally, because what would probably help you with are the things that are of public interest. Say you need a certain number of ambulances there. We can talk to National Ambulance. And if the National Ambulance, maybe they need fuel or something, we can be responsible for that. I mean, we can be. That's why when you spend on that, it makes sense. If, for example, where you're going to have it, the street lights are not working, we can talk to the mayor, stuff like that. The streets have to be blocked. Those are the kind of things that we do. But I will not give you money to go and pay your artists. No, why should we do that? I mean, what makes you so special? See what I'm saying?
When you mentioned street lights, just took my mind to a lot of the national emoluments that we can beautify to make the country more attractive and more beautiful, like the Independence Square. When there are no programs, everything is shut out of the place. It's almost like a dead place. I don't know if there's a way we can keep the place brightened at night. When you come to Circle, you know, the Circle Dubai is almost dead. Or if it's not dead. Somebody told me that the light still works. You know, but there are just a lot of things that we can do to make Ghana more nicer.
I know.
If you go to maybe new roads or, you know, flyovers that we construct, street lights always, either they're off or they don't even put street lights at all. You know, huge road constructions can have nice arts or paints on them that makes it, you know, more beautiful.
Right.
We just, pekota, near the kutana kugusu. Then everything else is not our business.
I know. But I'm seeing some street art on some of the...
I mean, when I saw Jan Krumah doing those ones, to be honest, I was happy.
Was she did them?
Yeah, I was told.
I didn't know. But I've seen the Mahama Road.
Forget the...
I don't know who did it, but some of those,
the
they are
Mahama
nice.
Road.
You know,
it is Jan Krumah.
Oh, okay.
Because there were, I don't have the evidence of that, but we were told that Nana gave her the contract to be doing those things on some of the roads. I was like, well, why are you looking at me like that?
No comments.
I mean, keep the politics out of it. But I liked the idea. I liked the idea because then it just keeps the whole, like, for example, what she did at the, what's it called? Powerport.
Yes,
Palace Mall, that area. It keeps the place active and beautiful. Because that place, I saw that somebody was going to sell there also. And then the then Greater Accra Minister, Titus Glover had a problem with them.
Yeah.
They went to drive all of them out. Right. Since then, I've never seen anybody trying to, go there. But if you keep an active...
The good thing is that more and more chief executives are beginning to appreciate the value of tourism to the small economy. Yeah. I can speak for Kole Clottey, for example. I mean, the MCE very actively involved. So if there are areas in his area, I mean, there's distance, and we raise these things about street light, I'm quite sure we can get some positive outcome because they see what it does to the businesses over there, and
It requires every street lights. Give the contract to people who can beautify our medians, keep the greens and the grass, keep people off the lawns. We don't see those things, but those are what will really build Ghana.
I know.
At least we use Accra as a miniature and start doing something with it and see how it will come out. And when we're able to succeed, we spread it across.
No, let's do it simultaneously.
Or she come and work with Ghana Tourism Authority.
No, we don't do the roads. We
just push ideas.
Oh, yeah.
We are Ghana Tourism Authority.
I know.
We are in charge of tourism.
Yeah.
There are some things that makes our work easier. So when we identify them, we're able to tell you that, listen, we need you, this ministry, we need that one, we need this. I don't know. I'm giving you free consultation.
We appreciate
like you
that.
Can't hear me.
Well, let me just chip in some good news. The Ministry of Roads just told us that we should bring the priority tourism roads, that they will incorporate it into their next year. So if you know the Tamale Fufusu Road, it used to be terrible. I mean, for many years it was terrible. So some of those considerations that this has a tourism value, it makes the road ministry choose right, So
I used that road before when it was bad,
but now it's good, So I'm just trying to let you see that sometimes we have a good ear when we talk to the other partners who should also carry their bit of the cross, But tourism can help this country. I mean, it can. It must,
in other countries.
And all the pieces must fall in place and should all be aligned to push it forward.
So December in Ghana is officially kickstarting when? What are we to be expecting? Are we supposed to dress in?
Oh no! I mean, it's like no. Be yourself. Be yourself. I mean, there are some that are. There's an all-white party in Ebri, Little Havana. There's something. The event decide how you should dress. But there's no bikini stuff here. This is Ghana, and there's no.
Why are you running away from bikini?
Because we have a Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and Ministry of Chieftaincy.
And the culture frowns on bikini.
In the wrong places, if I should say so.
In the wrong places. Yeah, you're right.
So
I mean, if there's any
these are some of the
Ghana beach party,
that's fine. A beach is okay. But I'm just saying that we are sensitive to the cultural environment in which we operate. I mean, if somebody wanted to do, say. Let me not use that example. It might be controversial.
It's not controversial. Don't be afraid. Just
the program determines.
No, if somebody wants to do what?
Suppose you have some LGBTQI something gathering in Ghana. There's no way we're going to endorse that.
That's illegal.
Very good.
That's not going to make sense. It's illegal.
Yeah. So the event determines how you dress and so on and so on. And we are. There's always a coordination with the police. What people don't realize is that the Ghana police is heavily deployed around this period. And half the people you see may not be even in uniform. So at all the big events, they have a plan, they call it Operation something. Sometimes they drop police people from outside Accra just to make sure that there are enough hands to handle all the events. So that the IGP would have a complete list of all the events, and there are men there to ensure that people have a decent and safe experience.
Okay. Is there anything that you want people to do as far as this occasion is concerned? Because the programs are scattered.
Right.
They are only headlined by December in Ghana.
Right.
What are Ghanaians supposed to do?
I think we have to appreciate that gradually Ghana has become some kind of a hub for diasporans. So when they come. There are all kinds of diaspora. Some don't want anything to do with Africa. You people sold as you are wicked people and so on. And there are some who genuinely want a certain reconnection. So if you are in a position to explain something to anybody, say you are at a festival and somebody's dancing, someone asks you, what does this gesture mean? If you have the information and you are knowledgeable enough, be a bridge and let that kind of knowledge sharing flow, one. Number two, we want people to patronize the events, So in your planning for end of year, you can't do all. 125, there's no way you can do all, but choose. And they cut across different generations and age groups. What your 22-year-old daughter might want is not what you want. And if you look at the events, there are jazz festivals, there's gospel rock, there's the usual, Afro world. And so everybody has a piece that can engage your interest. So be sure you can go out and be part of the December in GHK. Apart from that, that's it. You know, this is a country.
I was going to let you go, but let me ask you the knowledge sharing bridge.
Right.
We don't teach a lot of the things in the schools, so the children really are out of school. They don't know much. Please, you have to bring Ms. Nsia some tissue.
I'm surprised about the curriculum because the first time I had heard about slave trade, I was in primary school.
Yeah, but today's curriculum is, I don't know. It's all
we got
over
to
the
talk
place.
like self-education.
You have to.
Yeah, maybe. No, but
because at least at this time, then you can share some information with us from Ghana Tourism Authority.
Right.
We maybe in the media can be doing snippets of these teachings on TV.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm giving you too much information.
We're grateful for
let me leave it. Let me leave it so that I can be well informed.
All right.
Then before I can be the bridge, I guess.
Okay.
Ms. Nsia, we thank you.
You're welcome.
For coming into the
Thank
studio. Ms. Nsia, he is actually Ben Ananinsia. Ananinsia is hyphenated, so I can't say Ms. Nsia.
That's right.
Ananinsia.
Yes.
And he is Deputy CEO for the General Services Ghana Tourism Authority.
That's right.
Joining us here. It's about December in Ghana. The programs are varied, different forms and shapes and sizes. But know that it is December in Ghana. It will officially kick off on which dates?
It has started.
It has
I mean,
already.
no. I mean, it's been launched.
Yeah.
But the first major event will be on November 26th.
November 26th.
Yeah.
Okay, so from November 26th, we start having
We
our
go
December.
all the way to January 15th.
Hey.
Yeah, because there are
It
some
doesn't end on the 31st of December.
No. There are things on 1st January and 2nd January and all of that.
Oh, okay.
And they.
Okay.
So we give ourselves, and most of the people keep going back after the first week, especially those who live abroad.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So November 26th to January 15th, in most of the activities that will be, I wish you had a list of.
We do. We have I can send it to you.
Okay, so that we can, keep you updated with all the activities that the Ghana Tourism Authority is partnering with private institutions as to how to keep you very active in the end of the year. I'm just hoping that you may get the opportunity to be part of some of them. But keep safe. That's the most important thing during the programs. We're grateful for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Mr. Ben Ananinsia, Deputy CEO for Ghana Tourism Authority. Let's take a breather. When we come back, we'll delve into the fight against Galamsey.
Every year, the business community in Ghana gathers to celebrate outstanding business achievements, award excellence amongst our gallant industrialists and entrepreneurs. This year, under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry presents the 5th Chamber Business Awards under the theme Revitalizing Ghana's Development Agenda through the Strategic Public-Private Collaboration. This is happening at the Accra International Conference Center on Saturday, the 8th of November. The time is 6 p.m. Tickets are selling for 500 Ghana cedis per person and 10,000 Ghana cedis for a corporate table, admitting 10 persons. The dress code is formal or a traditional attire. To book your attendance and corporate table, please contact 0545-804-549 or 0245-152-236. Join us at the 5th edition of the Chamber Business Awards, where excellence meets opportunity.
West Africa's soil yields global treasures. Cocoa, cashew, shea, and cotton. They power industries across the world. Yet for our region, the greatest value still slips away, exported raw, taking with it jobs, industries, and the promise of shared prosperity. The real question is no longer what we produce, but who captures the final reward. True prosperity lies in the value we add right here at home. That's why the 4th edition of the EBIT President's Roundtable will gather the architects of Africa's prosperity and Africa's transformation to answer one defining question: how do we finance the journey from the farm to the port? Join Dr. George Ejikum Donkor and some leading experts as EBIT leads a high-level dialogue to unlock financing, empower local industries, and turn West Africa's raw potential into industrial power. Be part of the conversation redefining our economic future, live on Metro TV, DSTV Channel 277, and EBIT platforms on November 24, 2025 at 11 a.m. EBIT President's Roundtable 2025. From the farm to the court, financing the value chains of West Africa's cash crops. My name is Anita Erskine, and it will be an honor to host you.
When the day ends, the real stories begin. Michael Ado.
Updates with lawyers for former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta.
Efwa Ando. Sandra Ofosu. Ikuya Ababio. Dominic Ansapra.
We're bringing you the latest in the world of business.
Sharp, precise, compelling, unmissable, uncompromising. News Night. Tonight at 7 p.m. Only on Metro TV.
Some loves are born in the blink of an eye.
I've been madly in love with her since the first time I saw her. Then let's get married today.
I'll be the happiest woman in the world by your side.
And they kill your soul in a flash. Televisa presents You Are the One. Angela dreams of keeping her promise to be a great doctor and help her people. To Alvaro, ambition is stronger than his dream. And this greed will lead him to commit the worst betrayal to the woman he loves.
I will have a husband no matter what.
Samantha, will you please marry me?
Turning all her dreams into painful disappointments and dangerous consequences.
I've been waiting for you to answer my calls, Alvaro. I haven't heard anything from you. I've sent you so many messages, but you've never responded.
Have you left the bus station?
I just want to pay my debt and get out of here.
Her photographs are going to sell fast, and she will be our gold mine. Our clients will love those.
Are you looking for a boyfriend? Are you all right?
You Are the One, proudly sponsored by The Luckiest, Appointed Time Printing, Time Herbal Mixture, Samu Spices, Givers Herbal Center, Blue Jeans Energy Drink.
From finding your dream home to building a legacy for your family, the Homeowner Show has been your trusted guide.
How sure are you what you're getting is the right land? And it has to do with searches, land commission, checking social planning authority, checking everything to make sure that what you are buying is not a problem or a challenge prone transaction.
The stress of even not owning a house and constantly coughing up to rent is a big issue.
Join me, Hannah Atiasi, and my distinguished panelists as we delve into exciting conversations. Season 3 of The Homeowner Show, every Saturday at 6 p.m., only on Metro TV. Don't just own a house, build a legacy for your family.
So this week on Cook Africa, I will be hosting a professional chef who will be cooking.
Okay. I know some of the
Three people say emutu.
Emutu, yeah.
But
From
because
my
I'm
side, they say emutu.
Exactly.
Food content creation doesn't come with money.
When you are beginning, yes. As a starter, you are putting yourself out there, so you just have to be consistent, keep showing up till one day a brand says, okay, come and do this for us or that. It's
so
much
you
easier.
Spanish?
Un poco. So you did do me lomo.
So if you are a lover of Omutu with Ghana soup and probably you can only eat the food but you don't know how to prepare it, then make a date with me this Saturday at 5 p.m. here on the Cook Africa show on Metro TV as we do this together.
Welcome back to Good Afternoon, Ghana. Right, so we are having a story about a team of journalists who were accompanying officials of the Environmental Protection Authority, that's the EPA, on anti-illegal mining operations in Ashanti region, and they were involved in an accident. Now, what caused the accident? It was actually, an operation which reportedly came under attack, right? So, the attack was actually carried out by some group of irate miners, we're told, at Dajini, a nearby community, forcing the officials and journalists to retreat for safety. And eyewitnesses say that the situation escalated as a convoy attempted to withdraw from the area. One of the vehicles veered off the road at Afari, resulting in several injuries. Now, these officials and journalists who were involved have been admitted at the hospital and are responding to treatment. We're hoping to speak with the EPA boss, Nanama Brown Kluche, professor, and to give us some more updates. We are unsuccessful in reaching her, and the producers will work around it. And we'll also bring you the updates of what the school placement system is about. But in the meantime, let's do this quick one before we go on to other matters where Tabitha Aila is with me today. Today is not politics. We're on a different level today. Now, there's something or a movement called Pink Alert, right? And she has indeed alerted me on it. Remember that last week we dealt with a story, both on, I think, Good Afternoon Ghana and Good Morning Ghana, regarding some two young children, minors, of course, 4 years and 7 years, who were, I don't want to use the word, there's another
they were
word defiled by, allegedly, by a man who has a shop, sells sweets near a school. Now, when we spoke with, some officials who were told that investigation is likely to reveal that about 50% of these children are likely to have been raped by or to have been defiled by this young man. We spoke with Matilda Aboga of Girl Child in Boko Municipal. She's the one that actually made the statement. So we're pushing for some investigation to continue. We're told that the family wants help. Tabitha is leading this fight and has come here to tell us more about it. She's, taking it to another level. Let's see how we can support her. Tabitha, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Annie.
Any support I can grant you on this fight, thank you for your time. So tell us, Pink Alert.
Yes, so Pink Alert is just a foundation that is looking at identifying, problems that women and children are faced with. When I say children, both the male child and then the female child. And mostly, some of these issues, as you already indicated, like defilement, rape, all those things do happen to these category of people I just mentioned. And it will be very bad on our part to just sit aloof and watch people get molested, watch people get, trampled upon, and we do nothing. I say a society gets destroyed when the people who know better do nothing about it. And so when I heard about the whole story, I decided that no, we can't just let this continue, where you have a man who has strategically positioned himself in front of a school and doing these things to children. And it's like nobody is actually paying attention. What he does is that when he defiles 2 or 3 people and the people get angry, he goes, to hibernate. Then after some time, when it's like people have forgotten about it, then he strikes again. This is somebody who has made it a point that he's going to continue doing. So if the society doesn't stand up to him and stop this particular, behavior, I think it will get out of hand to the extent that we can no longer do anything about it. So what did I decide to do? I decided that, look, let's call upon the bodies that, can help solve this issue. So I decided I will be petitioning the office of the Vice President. Of course, she's a woman. She will understand better. And so I have already, drafted the petition. We've had people sign onto it, and I'm so glad that you have signed onto it. It shows your level of commitment to this fight, and I'm so happy about it. And I also have other people from Upper East Region who have also signed
in fact,
on.
I so want to partner, just in case our financial commitments, we need to raise money to support and all that. Why not?
Sure. We are open to that. Yeah. We are open to anybody who is ready to support us in this fight. And so partnership, yes, we want that the community or our society should be a safe place for women and children, and also the vulnerable. It doesn't matter your gender. We should just be safe. And so we'll also be going to the office of the minister in charge of gender. They are aware of our coming, so we will be going to their office to also petition them. And I will like to make it public that this fight is going to be in the media space. Everybody must get involved. I can't do it alone. I just felt unsettled, and I feel that I have to do something. And so please, let's come on board and let's do something about this thing and put a stop to this man who is causing havoc to our future. The truth is that he is already in his late 40s. If he actually had something to give to the community, I think he has shown us what he can give to us. What about the young ones who are coming?
You see, that what we are losing track of is how he's destroying the future.
The future of these young people.
When we spoke with Madame Matilda, she indicated, and because they are in charge of girl child, almost all those issues come to their table.
Yes.
There are cases where young girls are losing their
uterus. Yes. Can you imagine that? And how can you fail? I'm a woman. I'm a mother. I have children. Honestly, it is a struggle to have children, especially when you are working, but it is still joyful to have some. Imagine somebody determines whether you have a child in future or not. Who gave you that right? To take that opportunity, that God-given opportunity to have children of her own. Who gave you that right? And if the community or the society decides to, close their eyes to some of these struggles, then there is something wrong. And we need to alert people that, look, something is going on and that thing has to be stopped. It is not good.
I want to, salute Moses
Abba,
of A1 Radio.
Yes.
And Moses is the one that gave us a chilling account of this story. And when we saw it, we just couldn't close our eyes. The fact that he is a young man, he feels for these girls. He probably is a father too, so he understands. So this this fight is for both boys and girls.
Yes.
A lot of you pedophiles are sodomizing young boys. I don't know if they are introducing them into that thing, I don't know what you want.
And you see,
how you want to satisfy your sexual...
It's just simple. The human behavior is such that they keep testing the waters.
Okay.
And so if they test one and you don't put a stop to it, they continue. It's simple. It's just like how the government, or should I say, we are toying around with the gayism, the LGBTQ bill. When you do that, you are giving people the opportunity to do whatever they want to do. And so people, when we take a stand and say, no, this cannot be encouraged in our community, definitely you are putting a stop to it and people will be very careful. I always say
do you see like the LGBTQ bill is quite important now that we have to quickly
It has always been important because people need to be taught how to conduct themselves. It is not, it's cast in stone. That human beings need to be told, need to be taught, need to be molded. No wonder when abusers are going to target, they look at the people they can, manipulate, people that they can groom to have these things with them so that they don't come exposing them at the end of the day. And so people need to be educated. People have to be given limits. If not, they will definitely take advantage of, the loopholes that are around and then exploit them to the detriment of the vulnerable in the society. So now more than ever, of course, we have to also look at the LGBTQ and tackle that one too.
So in presenting this petition to the Vice President and the Office of the Ministry of Women and Children and Social Protection, what are we expecting beyond that?
So we are expecting them to, as a matter of urgency, work with security operatives in the Bawku municipality to get him arrested, properly investigated, and of course, if the court finds him guilty, he should be put away. And also, we want to see that there is some level of education going on in the community for the people to understand that we don't have to shield these type of people. And we are also petitioning them to, extend some help to the woman. The woman in question happens to be a widow. Already she's alone with these kids. She needs psychological support, of course, financial support too, so that she can live at peace with her kids. Because there are times that they may just be stigmatized because they have actually reported a bad person to be arrested. So all these things have to be checked and, of course,
especially
dealt
when
with.
they have what they call in their community, the motto, what they use.
That motto I had the last time, that that one comes from the Upper West side. They say we are all one, but at times some oneness are not really one. I don't see it. It's not encouraged in our community for people to do that. So this shouldn't be part of the. We are all one. This is not supposed to be part of that. Yeah, it's not supposed to be part of Hijab. No.
So negative people are not supposed to be one with you.
Yes, and sorry if I'm a bit ignorant about the law and what it dictates, but there are some cases we need to let people understand that it's not about the people, it's about the country. And so it's beyond just the community solving it, and it is up to the country or the laws of the country to deal with it. And some of these issues, like defilement and rape, shouldn't be left in the hands of the people. It should be left in the hands of the law courts to handle. And I think they should start making it criminal. When people want to settle defilement cases out of court, they should make it criminal. Honestly. Honestly.
All right. So
yes,
Tabitha
as
was
part
doing
of
this, Tabitha was doing it with some young ladies. Can you come? Can you just, please come.
Yeah, the young ladies.
There's another one. Quick one, please hurry up. All right, we have to deal with other students also who have different challenges.
Thank you.
Okay, so these are the young ladies who are part of the movement. Your name?
Fatia Hussein.
Fatia Husseini. Hafsat Muhammad. What name will you give me? I want one of those names. All right, so they're all.
So, Annie, in fact, we have one of our T-shirts here, very beautiful pink colored T-shirt that we would like to give to you.
Okay.
And to also formally invite you to be part of this fight.
Yes.
Akosua Menu has also been very instrumental in the fight, and I want to use this opportunity to thank her.
Okay. Use the mic. So Akosia will hear
Akosia
it in the mic.
Menu, of course. Akosia Menu, of course, has also been very instrumental. And I want to use this opportunity to say thank you very much for helping Pink Alert. Pink Alert has come to stay, and we are coming to ensure that women and children are safe in our community. And of course, we can't do this alone. We need all of you on board to support us win this fight.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tabitha. I
And
know
wish us the best.
Yes, of course I wish you the best.
And
of
course, Moses has been so helpful. He helped us get a lot of people to sign onto the petition from Upper East Region, and he forwarded it for us to continue it here.
Yeah.
So we are definitely going to work hand in hand to ensure that justice is served.
Okay. We will be following up with Tabitha to see how she goes. Tabitha Ayila, thank you to you and your ladies. So it's Pink Alert, all right? It's just a movement that we're using to protect the future of the country. Children, both boys and girls, are being molested, harmed the sexual way, and it is actually the very harmful way. I don't know why people are doing that. So let's, keep some sanity within the environment and safe for them. Now let's deal with education, where also we have another situation with the students in terms of school placement, where most of the children are actually out. We're told that, not most of them, but we're told that about 1,000 of them have still not gotten, admission. The Deputy National Coordinator for the Free SHS program, Dr. Belinda Glover, says that the current administration cannot be blamed for the non-placement of the 2,000 students due to placement for 2021-2022. So Dr. Belinda Glover is Deputy National Coordinator for the Free SHS program. She's joined us via phone. Let's engage her about the situation as well. Doc, thank you so much for your time, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you too.
Thank you for joining us here.
I wanted to correct the earlier statement you just mentioned. I don't know where you are getting your figures from about thousands students have not been placed. I want to correct that. Every child for this particular 2025 placement, they've all been given school. So I want to correct that in prep. It's not accurate.
Okay, thank you for the correction. So every child for 2025 has been placed?
Yes.
We're now dealing with a backlog.
With the backlog, what exactly do you mean backlog? Let's be specific. What exactly, when you mean backlog, what are you referring to?
The parents said the situation has left the faith of their ward. Some of them
Hello.
Single digits in aggregate, hanging as they.
Hello, ma'am. Doc.
Yes, so backlog, what are you referring to? Is it
Okay, so I'm saying that if, I'm referring to 2021 to 2024. Exactly. Do we have a backlog within that period?
Specific, if that is re-entry, good. But if you say backlog, it could mean different things. So let's be specific. People are listening. Now, yes, back to the re-entry. Yes, we are working on them. As I indicated earlier in my first submission, we have worked on some of them. Some people have just been placed this week. The rest will follow suit. We are working on those who graduated in 2022, 2023, and 2024, either due to one or two reasons. It could be sickness, it could be other reasons, personal reasons, which may vary from person to person. So all these people are back, and then we call them re-entry. So we are working on them, and then some have been placed. Others are going to be placed by close of this week and then next week, in that order. Yes.
But when we spoke with you, or the news team actually played a voice from you, it was as though some of the students were not available within this period, and yet they want to place the blame on you. What exactly happened there? What is the gap there?
Blame as in we not placing them, or
yes, they were blaming you for you not placing them, but they were not available during the placement period.
Okay, so the question we should be asking was, or the question we should be asking currently is, if you have graduated in 2022 and you've waited from 2022 and you are in 2025 and you want to go back to school, at least for the purposes of fairness, it will be ideal that we take care of those who have graduated this year. Because you got opportunity, you blew it away. The reasons that, of course, is beyond your control. So you have the opportunity to come back, and then we are working on it. So that blame or their anger, they can't turn their anger to us. We are working to place them, and then, as I said, we have done that. So they can't say that we should stop the 2025 and then attend to them first. Okay, so 2025, yes. 2022, 2023, we've started, some have in place, and then the rest will be done.
But 2025 is done, as you say?
Yes, it's done.
So we've started working on the 2021 to 2024 backlog?
Yes.
This period, how many are the students?
Until everything is over, I can't be specific, I can't give you any data. If I give you, and then there's another one, it will conflict. And then we have to go back and be doing the... so we leave it now. When everything is done, we come and speak to the statistics, if you don't mind.
Is it a case of when you gather statistics, more students come in or more applicants come in, and so you keep increasing the numbers? What exactly is the situation?
So statistics, we have to be very careful and measured in whatever we give to the public. So for now, we need to wait. When we are done, then we will now have the accurate figure and be able to speak to it. But for now, no.
Okay, so you are not even able to give us some estimates to work with from 2021 to 2024?
No, absolutely. Because if I give you any figure and then it changes, it becomes an issue. So let us wait. When everything, you have to be fair to me. If when everything is done, then we'll be able to get an accurate picture.
Yeah. I'm not sure. So from 2021 to 2024, these students who were not available during the application period, where were they?
Madam, that is a personal question we need to be asking them. What happened to them? Why were they not even able to go to school at that time?
Okay, my name is Annie, for the records. My name is Annie. Yes.
So yes, so that is a very nice question and a very good one, of course. So we should be asking those human beings, where have they been? Where from 2020, 2021, 2022, and whatever, where have they been? So as I said, there could be different reasons why they were not able to go to school. Yes, so they are back. We will place them, and that is what we are doing.
I don't know how this looks like. What is a system or the placement directorate? What do you entertain? Is this something that is allowed? If you are supposed to come within this period and you did not come, do we take backlogs all the way in this manner? Are these students not possibly rusted before they come and apply? And wouldn't it eventually affect the quality of students we are admitting? Is it wholesale? Is wholesale?
No, far from it. So we take backlog from 2022, 2023, 2024. Remember, in the policy, no child is to be left behind. So if you provide reasons, compelling reasons why you were not able to go to school, yes. For example, if someone is pregnant and then they come back, you can't say that they should not be allowed to continue. So yes, it is there. If someone have one form of disability as a result, it is allowed. Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, those issues are quite, I'm not sure it cuts across. It's quite rare. But so you have space for all these backlogs that were taken in the schools?
Yes.
Do we have space for them?
Madam, yes.
Okay, so how long are we expecting that from 2021 to 2024, this will be cleared?
2022, 2023, 2024.
Okay, 2022, 2023, 2024. How long are we expecting that they will be out of the system and be in school?
They are already working on it. As I mentioned, some are already gone to school. They are happy going back to school. For that, I can tell you for a fact. The rest, we are working on it. And you know, it's not that they come in piecemeal. Today, this person is here, the following day they come. So that is why I mentioned that there can't be any accurate figure given to you now until everything is done.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, we can still be working with estimates. We can still be working with average
But
numbers.
it would be appropriate for us to have a concrete figure, isn't it?
No, you are not expected to give us a complete figure. You are only expected to give us the average numbers you're working with.
That later that will conflict something else. Okay, give me that benefit of that, and then we'll hold it there. Okay.
I should give you benefit of what? Pardon me. Hello, Doc.
I am saying that can we leave it there, so when we are done, we can give you a perfect picture of what exactly went on?
That's okay, but when exactly are we, you know, what is your estimated time to finish with the numbers you're dealing with?
Madam, people are still moving on. People are still moving, so we are waiting for them to settle down and then we'll continue. We'll know the actual figure. People are still going to school as I speak to you. So if you want me to give you a definite figure now, I'm sorry, you're not being fair to me. Because as we speak, some are on their way to school. How then will I be able to count them and give you that figure?
You are not expected to give us any specific figure, ma'am. We are only asking you, you have an estimated number of students coming to you from 2022 to 2024, which is, I'm sorry, if you will allow me to land,
those figures, okay, and I mentioned to you that it varies, it can change as of when the people come that they want to go to school. If the data is there, if you don't bring yourself to go to school, we cannot just add you to that data of those who are going to school now. So until we are done, you will be able to get the accurate picture. Okay?
Okay, but the person you're dealing with now on air is Annie Ampofo. That's my name.
I've heard you. Can we proceed?
All right. We'll leave the interview here. We thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Dr. Belinda Glover is Deputy National Coordinator for Free SHS Program, engaging us on what they're doing. So she actually has confirmed that 2025 has been dealt with. So we don't have, you know, a situation there. We are now dealing with a backlog from 2022, 2023, and 2024. All right. So let me also just remind you that we are unsuccessful to raise EPA boss on the platform. That's because she seems to have entered another quite crucial meeting. But the update is that the EPA went round to engage, or no, they actually have gone round to fight Galamsey, of course, with a team that the president has set for us. And unfortunately, there was an incident where they were attacked, and journalists and officials who were trying to escape got themselves involved in an accident. Victims are at the hospital receiving treatment. So we will get back to Professor Nanama Mark-Brown Kluche once again, maybe subsequently, and then we'll see what to do about that. It is clear that the Galamsey fight is not an easy fight. It's very likely that people definitely might even lose their lives. But all in all, we'll leave it here. We're grateful for your time here on Good Afternoon, Ghana. My name is Ania Frampofo. Thanks for watching. Stay safe this weekend. We'll see you next week.
Once every year, the business community in Ghana gathers to celebrate outstanding business achievements, award excellence amongst our gallant industrialists and entrepreneurs. This year, under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry presents the 5th Chamber Business Awards under the theme Revitalizing Ghana's Development Agenda through the Strategic Public-Private Collaboration. This is happening at the Accra International Conference Center on Saturday, the 8th of November. The time is 6 p.m. Tickets are selling for 500 Ghana cedis per person and 10,000 Ghana cedis for a corporate table, admitting 10 persons. The dress code is formal or a traditional attire. To book your attendance and corporate table, please contact 0545-804-549 or 0245-152-236. Join us at the 5th edition of the Chamber Business Awards, where excellence meets opportunity.
West Africa's soil yields global treasures. Cocoa, cashew, shea, and cotton. They power industries across the world. Yet for our region, the greatest value still slips away, exported raw, taking with it jobs, industries, and the promise of shared prosperity. The real question is no longer what we produce, but who captures the final reward. True prosperity lies in the value we add right here at home. That's why the 4th edition of the EBIT President's Roundtable will gather the architects of Africa's prosperity and Africa's transformation to answer one defining question: how do we finance the journey from the farm to the port? Join Dr. George Ejikum Donko and some leading experts as EBIT leads a high-level dialogue to unlock financing, empower local industries, and turn West Africa's raw potential into industrial power. Be part of the conversation redefining our economic future, live on Metro TV, DSTV Channel 277, and EBIT platforms on November 24, 2025 at 11 a.m. EBIT President's Roundtable 2025. From the farm to the court, financing the value chains of West Africa's cash crops. My name is Anita Erskine, and it will be an honor to host you.
Our guest on the PL show is a true definition of a phenomenal lady. Excelling in every area of her life, she's identified as a beacon of light to young Muslim ladies in Zango communities.
There's no limitation anywhere. Everything is possible to achieve and to do. If you're a Muslim young woman watching me and you are thinking that you are not getting the opportunity because of your veil, I tell you, it's a thing in your mind. You need to prove to them that you can do and even overdo. And nobody will dare stop you.
Kindly make a date with us as we sit to listen to the story of Adiza, a mentor, a giver, and an entrepreneur.
You have the qualities. You are beautiful. You are virtuous. Keep your dignity intact and be an intentional young lady.
The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste.
Kel, happy smile.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.